Hi, it is Tuesday, March 26th, and the basis for our devotion this morning comes from the book of John, chapter 8. Again, Jesus spoke to them, saying, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Then the Pharisees said to him, You are testifying on your own behalf. Your testimony is not valid. Jesus answered, Even if I testify on my own behalf, my testimony is valid, because I know where I have come from and where I am going. But you do not know where I come from or where I am going. You judge by human standards. I judge no one. Yet even if I do judge, my judgment is valid, for it is not I alone who judge, but I and the Father who sent me. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. In a devotion based on this passage from John's Gospel, James Banks wrote, They call them keepers of the light. At the lighthouse on the Cape of Hatteras Island, just off North Carolina's coast of the United States, there is a memorial to those who have tended the light stations there since 1803. Shortly after the existing structure was moved inland because of shoreline erosion, the names of the keepers were etched on the old foundation stones and arranged into an amphitheater shape facing the new site. That way, as a placard explains, today's visitors can follow in the historic keepers' footsteps and watch over the lighthouse as well. Jesus is the ultimate giver. He said, the ultimate light giver. He said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. That's a radical thing for anyone to claim. But Jesus said it to affirm his relationship with his heavenly Father, the creator of life and light, the one who sent him. When we look to Jesus for salvation and follow his teaching, we're restored in our relationship with God, and God gives us new purpose and power. His transforming life and love, the light of all mankind, shines in us and through us and out to a dark and sometimes dangerous world. One of the most beautiful things about my church, St. John's Lutheran in Emmaus, Pennsylvania, is its beautiful stained glass windows. They depict pictures of Jesus, the apostles, and various symbols of our Christian faith. And our windows are the most beautiful, the most radiant on sunny days, when the sun's rays shine brightly through them. It can't help but brighten your day and lift your spirits to see the sunlight streaming through the church's windows. And those windows tell the story of Christ and our faith in bold, dramatic, breathtaking colors and shapes. As believers in Jesus, as followers of Christ, we become keepers of the light. We become the grand stained glass windows in a church. We become those windows of beauty through whom the light of Christ shines. His light shines through each of us. And in the current darkness of the ongoing pandemic, in the midst of the bitter political divisions in our nation, in the shadow of fear-mongers and hatred spreaders, it's more important than ever that you and I allow the light of Christ to shine through us, to allow the light of Christ to tell the good news of God's love for all humankind, to allow the light of Jesus to give life and hope to all who see that light shining through you. May others see Christ's light shining from us and through us, and discover the life and the hope that he alone can give. Amen.